We're in step number 32. We're going to start working on the nacelles, and they're going to be positioned here on the rocket on the upper side. But because of painting, it's really difficult to paint in the corners. So we're going to paint these separately, and because we're going to do that, we need to prep these separately and get them ready for paint. So as you can see, I've already put my filler through the spirals, but there's also spirals on the inside of the tube that you're going to be able to see. So I've also painted into the spirals here, and then when you sand them out, hopefully you can see this, you can see that nice yellow line where it has been filled on those internal spirals. So you got the external plus the internals that you have to fill on these. A couple of tips: I do recommend making a sanding dowel like this. I made a video on this on the Apogee website, and hopefully I can link to it from this video that shows you how to make it. It's basically a fat dowel with some sandpaper wrapped around, but these make it really easy to sand on the inside of the tube to clean out those spirals on the inside. So go ahead and do that. Another tip, the inside paper, the craft paper, is much more rough than the outside. The outside has a glassine, which is a really thin, smooth paper. The inside, it's more for structure, so it's stronger, and they use just regular craft paper. But one of the things you can do if you want a really smooth inside is to put some thin CA, and this is clogged, of course. Yep, still clogged. But you can paint that in there, let it cure, and then sand it again. I recommend doing this outdoors because it does kick off fast and it produces those noxious fumes that make you tear up. But it will seal that paper and make it really smooth once you sand it down. So I'm going to go ahead and work on these, and then we'll get into step 33. Okay, my tubes are now sanded and sealed the way I want them. So we're in step 33, and we need to cut some 1/8 inch wide strips of masking tape. It don't have to be perfect, perfectly 1/8 inch wide. So I just got a strip. Okay, so where these are going to go, on the bottom, mine are, they're not etched, but yours are going to be etched. There's two lines right here, and we want to put the tape on the inside of the line. Place with the outer edge flush with the, yeah. So here's my tube. We want it on the inside edge. Okay, so that's one. This one curled a little bit. It's all right though. Okay, these are done. Now in step 34, we're going to mark the tube for some glue lines. We're going to put tape over those because when we paint it, what we don't want is paint glued to paint, because glue or paint is not strong and the bond will break easily. But if we have raw paper to raw paper, that's going to be a very tight and very strong bond. That's why we're putting the tape on there. So now if you look at these, these lines aren't centered on the tube, and that's on purpose. What we want is, see, right now they're both going in the same direction. So there's, like, here's kind of like the middle, and they're both the same way. So we need to turn one around so that the middles are towards each other. And then, I think this is right. And I think it's going to go on there like that. I think that's right. So what I'm going to do is, like, here's the line right here. So I'm going to look down my tube, find the outside of the line, and I'm going to mark it. And then I'll do the same on this side. And also here on the back. This is not in the instructions, but I think this is going to help. Okay, so like that. I don't know if you can see those lines there. Then I can put them on my tube here. And then I can mark here, here, back there, and here. So this one is going to be my right, so I'm going to mark it right with an R, and this one will be the left. I'll do the same thing. Doesn't have to be perfect, so don't worry about that. Should have left the tape hanging off, and it would have been easier. Okay, so I want to get them so that, you know, one is not this way. I want them to be, you know, kind of, you know, symmetric. So I'm looking at this one to make sure that this one is also symmetric. So that looks pretty good like that. And then I can mark this one. Here, 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 and here. And I'm also going to mark the front edge. This is just pencil, so this is okay. I might as well do this one so you can see my edge right there, because we're going to put tape strips, and now I know how long the tape strips need to be. Okay, so I got lines. And I'm going to cut some more tape strips, and this is in step 34. Okay, so I'll do this one first. So here is the line. So this one I'm going to have to do carefully. I can see my line through it. So actually I'm going to go just a little bit aft of the front so that I get a, you know, so that if the paint, if it doesn't, you know, if this doesn't cover it up, I'm not showing raw paper here. I'll do the same here in the back. I'll press it down hard. You know, be careful cutting, because you don't want to cut into the wood. Hard to do this upside down. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, and that will complete step 35. And then in step 36, we're going to sand the observation deck. So this is going to get glued here. But this is 3D printed, and it's pretty smooth, so it's not going to take much sanding. You'll just sand it lightly. You can hear it, kind of a whistle type sound. Keep sanding until that goes away, and then you know it's flat. See, it's gone away. So if you can hear it, just keep sanding. And this is 220 grit. You're going to want to do the entire surface around the upper side. And I'm going to switch to, this is 320 grit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sand and get ready for step 37. So I'll see you then.